The AA meeting presents CrownTalk. Hi, my name is Rebecca, aka ReRe, and this is a Crown Talk mini moment. Hello, my Crown ones and my attendees. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is doing okay from Hurricane Dorian. If you are in the Florida area, we got a lot of rain, but my prayers do go out to the people in the Bahamas and also family and friends in the Carolinas. Hey, cousins. Hope everything is well. And I will be inboxing each and every one of my cousins that I have on Messenger in the Carolinas to make sure that they are okay. Okay, that is what family is all about. Okay, hopefully you have your crowns. If you don't, of course, I'll wait. Alrighty, so you have your crown on, you're sitting on your throne, and you're taking a moment to listen to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your feedback on Crown Talk Mini Moments. Again, I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker or Oprah or Gail. I'm just being me. And I believe that we are all crowned, and that can be just a moment that we have in life or a situation or what have you. So yeah, I believe that we are all crowned. And I will continue to say that until I recognize as many crowns as possible. And I have a long way to go. Anywho, so on this crown moment, I wanted to talk about breathing and reminding yourself to breathe, because I have to do that a lot, more than I should. But actually, this came from my friend Janeri. She was on Crown Talk, the Pioneer Woman. She had posted up on Facebook a post. She shared it from someone else, and it said, one day I made up my mind. I kept going. Then I learned how to breathe, and now I can relax. Like I said, I have to remind myself to breathe as a way for me to calm down and realize that at that moment, the only thing that I can control is how I breathe. I'm not used to, I won't say I'm not used to. I don't like when I can't control something, especially when it's happening like right in front of me and there's something I can do about it. I get like really like squirmish, like the shakes or whatever, because it's like, oh, I can't do anything about it. Small example. Yesterday I was bringing my animals in and out the house. I pulled weeds. Yay me, doing a little backyard gardening. And that night, shut down my house. And I walked in my den, and it was a frog sitting by the door. A big ass frog. And I freaked out, but I was able to get it out of the house. Now, the whole night, I was looking around my house trying to figure out how did this frog get in this house. And it got to the point where that was Thursday night. Friday, I was at work still thinking about like how did this frog get in my house, because I'm very careful when I'm going in and out my house with my animals, or just in and out the house, period, because I know that whatever comes in this house, either I'm going to have to try to get rid of it or kill it or whatever. And if you know me, I don't like lizards. I don't like Florida roaches, as I call them. I don't like that. So I try to make sure that I keep them out of my house as possible. But sometimes, regardless of how safe you're trying to be, Rebecca, things happen and things get in your house. So that has been really bothering me for like the past day and a half, me trying to figure out this frog, on top of some other things. A lot of y'all know last week I was took a self-cation. I was off for a week. I enjoyed it. But of course, heavy is the crown. I worked only like 2 days this week, but they have been very, very long. And if you know me, you know I love my job. Big hugs to my job. But yeah, I was like, just like a lot was going on. And so for me not to just crawl underneath my desk or just run as fast as I can, which is not that fast, but just run away from everything, I always stop and just say to myself, okay, sis, breathe. Just breathe. That's all you gotta do. And even that moment of breathing and just reminding yourself to breathe, it's like 2 minutes of just like clearing your mind and just saying, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I can accomplish. Because things are going to be around you where you're just like, what the hell is going on? And that happens to me a lot. Actually, if things are going too well for me, that freaks me out. Because I'm like, okay, this is going too well. Something has to happen for this to make sense. And sometimes it is something, I wouldn't say negative. Something I don't like for it to happen. Because life is life, right? So yeah. But yeah, so I just wanted to put out there in the atmosphere to, when you're feeling stressed out or overburdened, I guess, just feeling like crap sometimes. And it's just like, what can I do? I can breathe. I can remind myself that I am here. I am in the moment. I am important. There's a reason why I'm here. Like all that you can think about why you're telling yourself to breathe in those 2 moments. Also, if you're like me, and this is not, I don't promote violence, but lately I just feel a need to I think I should take up like kickboxing or something, or boxing or something. I don't know. But yeah, to be violent or, you may have like a coworker that you don't like. And you're just like, girl, one day I'm going to punch you in the face. But instead of like thinking on that, just take a moment to breathe and just say, all right, we're only at work. And when I clock out, I'm clocking out. And I don't have to deal with you when I clock out. And leave it at that. I mean, I know it's hard. But yeah. So I did look this up, remembering to breathe. And one of the things I did see is it says one of the simpler ways to begin coping in a crisis or to just get through the stress of an ordinary day has been there all along. Breathe. Dorothy could have gotten home long ago with the help of her ruby slippers. You may find that simply breathing with focus and attention helps more than you imagine. I watched The Wizard of Oz, but if you say anything about that, I'm going to bring up The Wiz. Because that was my Wizard of Oz once I found out about it when I was younger. So yeah, just thinking about it. So yeah, and on top of Dorothy trying to get home, meeting a scarecrow with no brain, a tin man with no heart, and a lion with no courage, which they all had them inside themselves. They're being chased by monkeys, a witch that is asking not to bring her any more bad news. Yeah. One day, when I get everything calculated and everything correct, I will tell you the story about The Wiz when I first saw it and the connection that I have with the Wicked Witch. But yeah, but going through all those things and her just, I'm sure it took a moment, was like right in the middle of the yellow brick road. Y'all gonna have to give me a moment to like breathe and get myself together because this was not the plan for me to even be in this situation right here. And on top of that, the answer or the way for her to get home was on her feet the whole entire time. So I'm sure instead of her going off and yelling and cursing and just being upset, I'm sure she took a moment to breathe, even thinking to herself, there is no place like home. Getting home, basically. Sometimes I say that at work when I'm like, I need to go home. But that is another story. But just thinking about that now that it has been brought to my attention, yeah, like sometimes you have the answer right in front of you and you've gotten, frustrated or just out of what your original plan was. And the answer is right there. And even then you have to take a moment to say, okay, Becca, get it together, breathe. Okay, now let me get my life together and let's do this. That's what happens when life is like, You wake up and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. And next thing you know, you may have somebody call you, or you have to help somebody out, have to do this and have to do that. And it's like, oh, this is not how I want to start my day or end my day. And like I said, things happen. People are calling and depending on you because you are a dependable person. Are you a good person? Or very helpful? So yeah, again, happens to me. My mother, we call it a kidnapping. I can wake up in the morning and want to do nothing. And she will call me. And of course, because I love her to death, I will go over to her house and she'll say, I just need to go to the store. And we'll be in Walmart. And next thing you know, 4 hours later, we done went to Walmart, Big Lots, Michael's, and Joann's. Well, maybe 6 hours later. And I have to be like, Mom, I love you so much, but this is a kidnapping because I didn't have plans to spend the whole day with you. Yeah. But before I say that, instead of saying, you know, like, I'm ready to go, let's go, where are my keys? Somebody got to come get you. I take a moment to just breathe. Just, okay. So, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, I say it a lot when I'm like at my last wit end, is just take a moment to breathe. This is what I can do for you, and this is what I can tell you, and leave it at that. You can't make everyone happy. You can't really stress about that. Someone's not going to always be, you know, rooting for you or whatever. But again, you're here. Take a moment to breathe and keep it moving. Like, why not? Yeah, we are all crowned and we're worthy to breathe. We are worthy enough that God found fit to breathe life into us. So, yeah, take a moment to breathe. I read 2 minutes is good for you. That's what I had to share with Crown Talk Mini Moment. Don't forget to breathe. Woosah. Or, like my good friend Sinclair, woo woo woo. Oh my gosh. A short shout out to Queen Latifah, her MTV performance. It's just amazing. I grew up watching her just be, that's the first queen that I knew. Yeah, because she was actually wearing like headpieces and everything. So, sorry, a little sidetracked. But shout out to her. Thank you for just being you and just pushing. And yeah, Crown recognized the Queen Latifah. And if you have not told your children that yes, there was a time where the word bitch would have got you punched in the face. Yeah, that was the time. So thank you. Okay, so I didn't want to keep you guys too long, but I did want to go ahead and share that. Again, self-care is important. There's no need for you to sit on your crown, sit on your throne and be stressed about anything for a long period of time. So I do say that that is important. Also, thank you again for listening to Crown Talk Mini Moment. Also for Crown Talk, I do appreciate your comments. Also, if you are listening, if you can like or subscribe to the AA Meeting YouTube page, I would appreciate it. Thank you. And a big shout out to the AA Meeting family, De Niro and Plain Jane. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to, allowing me to do Crown Talk. I really do appreciate it. And we will be back very, very soon. Also a Crown shout out to Mr. Al Pete for the Crown Talk theme song. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to me for production. Hey. And thank you again for listening to Crown Talk Mini Moment. As always, don't forget your crown. Thank you.